Unit 4, Section 7, Individualization. Alright, there is a, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a primary classification method that the FBI uses. It entails giving a numeric value to each digit, and then it's given at point value on each hand, and then every finger that has a whorl has you add that number of points and substitute into the equation shown here. So, for example, if you had a whorl on this finger, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, you would add it all together, add 1, and then you would get numeric value over here, number over number, divide it, and that will give you your primary classification number. So go ahead and figure that out now as practice. APHIS is known as the Automated Fingerprint Identification System. You will want to have that memorized. It's a computerized system where we store fingerprints, people that are registered either as criminals or people that work for the government, things like that. Began in the early 1970s. It's a massive database. It's beginning to become integrated now, which means that there is an FBI integrated APHIS, which is going to have a national database. Most areas are regional, so larger jurisdictions will have their own system in place. But the problem with that is that you may have your prints registered in Houston, but if you get caught in, your prints to come up in Los Angeles, they're not going to be able to compare them. They're not going to be able to track those down. So the integrated system is now what they're using as they start to fold in all of the prints all together, and it's becoming absolutely massive, but it is national. So now if you commit a crime or your prints are found in New York and you're registered in Des Moines, they'll be able to track your prints down that way, as long as Des Moines is registered. And the last thing is just that coming back to Bertillon, which is that study of biometrics, the measurement of the body. This is we do still use biometrics, things like retinal patterns, voice recognition, even hand geometry. When you break your fingers, that actually changes the shape of your hand and how your hand moves. Those things can be used to help identify you. So other functions for biometrics is computer access, or gaining entry to different structures, retinal scans, print scans, things like that. And this can actually help protect identity theft. So some computers actually have a fingerprint scanner on them in order to unlock. Instead of doing a password, you have to scan a fingerprint. And so that's a great way to prevent theft of your electronic devices, because you can't fake a fingerprint. So that is all, and that is the end of fingerprinting, Unit 4.